It's a weekend edition of NICS Sports on NICS Media Hub on YouTube. My name is Mohamed Kamil, as usual, your host on this show. I'm here with my guest, actually. He's called Ziaul Haq. Ziaul Haq is a teacher at Kofi Eje, one of the performing schools when we come to Ashanti region. We are here to give you an insight discussion about the 5 Major League Soccers coming over this weekend. And this program is actually brought to you by NICS IT Limited, the top leading technological and business branding firm we have in Ghana. When we come to NICS IT and Business Solutions Limited, the services we render are, we have mobile app development, we have website development, we have business branding, we have media, social media branding, we have social media marketing, and we have enterprise blockchain technology. Ziaul, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kamil.
We are here to give an insight discussion about the 5 major leagues coming up over this weekend. And in this weekend, we have an interesting matches coming up. When we go to the Bundesliga, we have the English Premier League, we have the Italian Serie A, we have the Spanish La Liga, then we have the French Ligue 1. And this weekend, let's take a look at some of the matches coming up over this weekend in the Bundesliga. Then we have Borussia Dortmund hosting Cologne at 1 p.m. Then we have Bayer Leverkusen hosting Wolfsburg at 1:30 p.m. Then we have Union Berlin hosting Bayern Munich, an informed Bayern Munich that we have in the Bundesliga. They're on top of their form. Then we have Frankfurt coming up against Red Bull Leipzig at 4:30 p.m. Then when we take a look at the league standing, we have Bayern Munich leading the league with 22 points. Then we have Borussia Dortmund with 21 points, just a point behind Bayern Munich. Then we have Freiburg, surprisingly, with 19 points. Then we have Bayer Leverkusen with 17 points over there. Then we get to the English Premier League, where we have Leicester City hosting Arsenal at early kickoff on Saturday. That is 11:30 a.m. Actually, Arsenal is on top of their form, and Leicester City is also doing very well in this league. Then we have Liverpool coming up against Brighton City. Brighton and Hove Albion. Liverpool actually trashed Manchester United by 5-0 at Old Trafford. It was an interesting scoreline and a disappointing scoreline coming from Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is about facing a sacking if he fails to win his match over this weekend. Then we have Manchester City coming up against Crystal Palace. Did I use Crystal Palace? Then we see how the match goes. The match is actually coming up at 2 p.m. Then we have Newcastle United, the new owners of Newcastle United, the Billionaires Club now. We can call them the Billionaires Club. Yeah. They are coming up against an informed Chelsea. Chelsea, the Blues, at 2 p.m. Then we have Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United. Can we call this fixture a football fixture? Because Tottenham Hotspur are not performing well at all. Then when you have Manchester United too, they were trashed Liverpool over the weekend. And this match, any of the two managers who lost this fixture actually will fix an exit in the club. So I think it's going to be a top match coming up over this weekend. Then we take a look at the league standing, where we have Chelsea after 9 matches with 22 points. Then we have Liverpool sitting just behind Chelsea with a point difference. That is 21 points. Then we have Manchester City with 20 points. Then we have Brighton and Hove Albion. We have West Ham United with 17 points. Then Brighton and Hove Albion with 15 points. We have Tottenham Hotspur with 15 points. Then Manchester United with 14 points. Manchester United have had these 14 points for a very, very long time. They are not climbing nor declining. We have the Italian Serie A, where Atalanta hosts Lazio. It's a very, very big match coming up over this weekend in the Italian Serie A at 1 p.m. Then we have Hellas Verona coming up against Juventus. The old ladies of Italian football. That's Juventus is coming up actually at 4 p.m. Then we have, on Sunday, we have Inter Milan. Inter Milan coming up against Udine at early kickoff. That is 11:30 a.m. Then we have Salernitana coming up against Napoli, an informed Napoli. We have Osimhen's Napoli. We have, it's a very, very big match coming up for Napoli. I'm sure they are going to trash Salernitana by, though we can't just say it's a game of football. So let's see how the match goes. Then we have AS Roma, Jose Mourinho's AS Roma coming up against Zlatan Ibrahimovic AC Milan at 7:45 p.m. on Sunday. Then we have the league standings after 10 matches. Actually, it is AC Milan who have played 10 matches so far with 28 points. They are leading the league log with 28 points. Then we have Napoli with 9 matches with 25 points, just 3 points behind the league leaders, AC Milan. Then we have Inter Milan coming up, Inter Milan with 18 points. Then we have AS Roma with 16 points. We have Atalanta with 15 points, as well as Juventus with 15 points. Actually, Allegri took over Juventus by the beginning of the season. The form was so bad, but this time around, I think they are doing very well. They've amassed a maximum of 15 points in 9 matches so far. Then we go to the Spanish La Liga, where Elche hosts Real Madrid at 12 noon on Sunday. 12 noon on Sunday. Then we have Sevilla hosting Osasuna at 2:15 p.m. Then Valencia, the VV. Valencia coming up against Villarreal. It's going to be an interesting match to watch. Both teams play so much well when you go to the Spanish La Liga. This match is actually coming up at 4:30 p.m. Then we have Barcelona, who lost to Real Madrid in the El Clasico with 2-1. They are hosting Deportivo Alaves at 7 p.m. Then we have Atletico Madrid, who played 2-2 draw to Real Sociedad, also coming up against Real Betis at 3:15 p.m. Then we take a look at the league log. Then after 10 matches, we have Real Sociedad leading the league table. It's surprisingly that Real Sociedad are leading the league log with 21 points. Then we have Real Madrid, though they've played a match ahead of Real Madrid. Then Real Madrid have 20 points after they've beaten Barcelona in the El Clasico. They have 20 points. Then we have Sevilla with 20 points as well. Then we have Atletico Madrid with 18 points. Then Barcelona are 9th on the league log with just 15 points. This is surprisingly, with just 15 points. This tells us that the form guide of Barcelona is not something to write home about. They need to actually up their game. And Zia, you've heard the league log, the fixtures coming up over this weekend. I don't know, where are you going to take? Let's see your opinion. Where do you take us to? All right.
First of all, I'll pick each match one after the other. Then we'll analyze the match one after the other.
Okay.
First, let's start with Dortmund and Cologne. Dortmund are very, very in form.
Okay.
Currently, they are in form.
Okay.
But what's going to decline them is about their topmost striker,
okay,
Erling Haaland, whom is being sidelined for the weekend match.
Okay.
So they are going to find it very difficult in dealing with the match. But on any time, if Dortmund play against Cologne, it's going to be a win for Dortmund.
Okay.
And Cologne too are not in their topmost form. Okay. But what I'm going for is Dortmund will win, but surely they'll concede.
So saying how do you call it, Borussia Dortmund, though you said they are going to win, but they've lost one of their topmost strikers we have in the Bundesliga. I think they have a replacement in the name of Malin. Okay, so Malin has been playing of late. It's Malin who has been playing. So do you think Malin can actually fill the gap of Erling Haaland in his absence?
Not really. Malin can never fill the photo being left by Erling Haaland.
So let's say, okay, so saying this, do you really think Malin will actually have his name on the score sheets?
Probably he will have a goal, but I'm not thinking that he might score a goal. The goal will come from the midfield.
The midfielders?
Yeah, the midfielders will definitely.
But Malin is also a very good striker.
He's a very good striker. I'm not saying he's not a very good striker. He's now being introduced small by small. So let's take it, say, if the thing is like this, Helena is the topmost striker.
Okay.
It's the info striker. Currently not in Dortmund or not in Germany.
Okay.
But at the top 5 leagues, he's one of the best.
Okay.
So if you are losing one of your best who can give you like 15, 20 goals per season, you are losing him, you are bringing in a substitute, don't think that player can give you the same goals as
okay, sure.
the topmost striker.
We are not saying he's going to give you that number of goals at the end of the season. Even Erling Haaland is not ruled out the entire season in the league. But coming up against Cologne and playing at home with the fans behind them, don't you think Cologne, is it really a big match that can give Malin a tough time?
Cologne will give Malin a tough time.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Mark my words. If even Malin will score, it will be like maybe a tap-in or maybe a simple goal.
Okay.
But like a typical striker's goal, okay, I don't think Malin can
okay,
fit in the boot of Erling Haaland.
Okay. So what is your prediction on that?
That one, I'll go for 3-1.
3-1 win for Dortmund?
Yeah.
So both teams to score?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your take again? We have a lot of matches coming up.
All right,
in the
let me go
Bundesliga.
in for the Frankfurt and RB Leipzig.
Okay.
Frankfurt are at the topmost form.
Okay.
Because checking out last 2 seasons, they almost went for relegation. But this time, they are, I think, the 4th or the 3rd on the league table.
Okay.
So they are really, really, really in form.
Okay.
So them playing against RB Leipzig is struggling because they lost some of their players to some of the. They've lost Ibrahim Konate to Liverpool.
Yes.
They've lost Upamecano to Bayern Munich. Sabitzer to what? Bayern Munich. So they are struggling.
Okay.
They are struggling. But for this match, I'll surely go in for RB Leipzig to win this match.
Okay. RB
Because
Leipzig.
they have all the qualities to win this match.
After losing their key players to the big teams,
They are rebuilding.
and you still think they are going to win?
They are going to win against Frankfurt.
You made mention Frankfurt are on top form.
They are on top form, but they've lost only 3 players, and they are now rebuilding.
Okay.
They are having like almost 80% or 90% of their team intact.
Okay.
So they still have the chemistry there.
Okay.
It's left with 1 or 2 things that will pick them up. So I think they will surely win the match.
Then we have Union Berlin coming up against Bayern Munich. So when you are playing against Bayern Munich, it's like you've really offended them. When they are coming, they come with like wounded lions. They just come into, I think, they are just come to score you like 100-0.
Union Berlin,
that match?
Bayern Munich will surely win because if you take the league, the Bundesliga, there's no match for Bayern Munich.
Sure.
If you take Inform Dortmund, Inform RB Leipzig, Inform Leverkusen, Inform Schalke 04, they can never match Bayern Munich on any day.
Okay.
Why am I saying that?
There are instances where Bayern Munich also lose matches.
They lose, but they will surely go on and win the league. Why am I saying that? If you sell your key players to your rival, that's what will happen.
Sure.
Because their key players move from their team to Bayern Munich.
Okay.
You sell your topmost players to them, they will surely give you a tough time.
Okay.
So this one is a walkaway win for Bayern Munich.
Okay. We have other matches coming up in the other leagues. We have the English Premier League. We have the Italian Serie A. We have the Spanish La Liga. So what are your take?
All right. Let me go in for the EPL.
The EPL.
All right. So our lantern match is Leicester versus Arsenal.
Yes.
When you were making your news, you said Leicester and Arsenal. Leicester is in form, Arsenal is in form.
Yes.
So the two are coming to meet. Very good. Leicester is in form, Arsenal is in form.
Yes.
But currently, you see they are now picking gradually.
Arsenal, right?
When the season started, Arsenal was very, very, very fumbling.
Yes, sure.
Because they were now picking their rhythm.
Yes.
So you can see they are now picking. They've not reached to where they want to reach. They are now picking. Why are they now picking? Because they are now playing lower teams. If you play the lower teams and you score the lower teams, that means you are building your confidence.
Okay.
But if you meet the top 6 or the topmost 6 of the EPL, that's where the problem lies.
Okay.
Arsenal can never score any of the big teams. Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Chelsea, they can never score them.
Let me give you one tip. You know, when Arteta took over Arsenal, you know the teams that bear United. Example, Manchester United. We have West Ham United. We have Leeds United.
Manchester United.
Yes. Arteta has never lost a game against any club that bears United. Winning 13, drawing 3. He's yet to lose a match. Though Leicester City is not bearing a United. But you made mention in your analysis that Arsenal can never beat the big 6 teams, where Manchester United is part of the big 6 clubs. And he has never lost a game against Manchester United. I'm talking of Arteta, not Arsenal.
That's true. Last week, before the El Clasico, had Ancelotti won a game at Camp Nou?
Yes.
No.
He has never won a game at Camp Nou.
So what happened? He won a game this time.
Yes.
So that's always first time in everything.
Sure.
So this time, the teams that are playing, for example, Liverpool, they are in their topmost form.
Okay.
Man City, classic. Chelsea, superb.
No.
Arsenal can never stand them.
Sure.
Their best will be a draw. And currently, if Arsenal should meet Liverpool or Man City, they're going to trash them.
Okay.
Because Liverpool currently, in all the away goals, they've scored not less than 3 goals.
Wow.
All their away goals this season, both domestically and Europe. So
3 goals plus away.
3 goals plus, you can check.
Wow.
They played against Atlanta. They won 3. They played against Norwich. They scored 5. They played against big teams. Porto, Man U. So
Atletico Madrid scored 3-2. Man U 2-5.
Is 3 goals. So playing against Leicester is in form. But their topmost player, who is very, very in form, is Yuri Tillemans. I like the guy very much. He's playing as a holding midfielder and scoring goals. That's superb. You can hardly get a midfielder playing that role and scoring.
Now let's take a look at this match. Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United. You know, the two teams have not been doing well. And their coaches, the two coaches are here to face exit. When any of these coaches lose this fixture, it's likely their team will sack the coach. So what do you think are the outcomes of this match?
I don't expect Danny Levy to sack the coach.
There's news coming up
I don't expect him to sack him. Why am I saying that? He's new in the team. He's now rebuilding. So give him time. Let him build. Give him like maybe half of the season. If you see where he's heading to is not working, then you can take the step ahead. But currently, if you should start him, whom are you going to bring?
We have coaches out there. We have Antonio Conte. We have Zinedine Zidane.
I always say this.
Jobless.
For the Man U job, you can't bring in Zizou. You can't bring in Conte. I have my own reason. Why? Zizou cannot speak English. So if you should bring in Zizou, you have to get an interpreter. That's one. 2, Man U is a traditional team. They go according to some rules and regulations in the team. If you're a manager, they will never leave the team to you to manage. They have some people that have say in the team. When Zizou is your manager, he expects you to leave everything to him. That will never happen in Man U. The same thing applies to Conte. When Conte is your manager, what he wants is what you have to provide to him. If you don't get it for him, he will quit. Let's check Conte. Everywhere that he has been sacked. Why? Because he always finishes up having issues with the management. AC Milan, he was sacked. Chelsea, he was sacked. Inter, he was sacked. The same issue. So Zizou, Conte, they are not kind of coach.
So should Man U leave how do you call him, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, to be in this struggling situation?
Yes, they will leave him.
They should leave him like that.
They should leave him like that. It's a project.
And do you know how much the club is going to lose?
They will surely lose.
Poor performance.
If you want to get to that place, you have to take risk. Currently, Man U are in their worst state. Every team will reach there. You look at Liverpool, look at Chelsea, look at Man City. You will think they are in the topmost form. There will be a time in the season that they also lose focus. So this is their time. Let's leave it like that. When the time changes, that's where we can bring in.
So what do you think will be the outcome of that fixture?
Man U will surely score Tottenham.
Man U will win this match?
Will win this match.
So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's job is safe now?
It's safe.
So once he scores Tottenham, he's safe?
He's safe.
Whether scored or not, he's safe?
Whether he scores or not, he's still safe.
His job is safe?
He's safe.
Now.
So let me ask you a question. If you should sack Ole, whom are you going to bring?
In the news, we have they are considering Conte and then Zidane. And as you just clearly stated, Zidane is someone who cannot speak English. And I think Man U can really afford to bring in an interpreter who can support or aid the work of Zizou. And I think Zizou is, the ideal coach for Manchester United.
That's what I'm saying is their tradition. So if Man U, maybe if you should come to a press conference, a whole team like Man U, with their coach having an interpreter. No. Man U, Manchester United, they cherish their brand. So they will never go in for Zidane. So if right now you should sack a Yole, and there's Shakole, whom am I going to bring apart from Conte and Zizou? No one.
No one.
So me, what I'm thinking is, if they should sack Yole, the best person for the job is Pochettino. He's struggling at PSG. He has all the qualities. But he's struggling as a manager. Why? Because the players see that they are above him. What has he achieved in football? Nothing. See Messi, the trophies he has won with Barcelona. See Neymar, see Mbappe. So they are arrogant towards him. He can't coach them. So the best thing for them is they should go in for Pochettino. Then PSG should go in for what? Zizou. That would be the perfect.
Okay, away from the Manchester United and Tottenham, Liverpool coming up against Brighton. Is it a mismatch?
Oh, this one is an Anfield game.
Yeah, at Anfield.
Liverpool had to lose at Anfield.
Sure. So it's a mismatch, right?
This one. I wouldn't say it's a mismatch because Brighton is also on form.
Okay.
But Liverpool will surely win this match.
Will surely win. Okay, now let's take a look at the Italian Serie A. Some of the matches coming up. We have Atalanta coming up against Lazio. We have Hellas Verona coming up against the old ladies of Italian football. That's Juventus. Then we have Inter Milan coming up against Udine. We have Salernitana coming up against Napoli. And then the big one, AS Roma coming up against AC Milan.
First, let me take Atalanta and Lazio.
Okay.
Atalanta are in very, very good shape.
Okay.
The job Gasperini is doing is marvelously superb.
Okay.
Lazio are also in their topmost form.
Okay.
But I don't expect Lazio to go and score at Atalanta.
Really?
Their own background, no. So I think Atalanta will surely win this match.
Okay, quick one. Let's take a look at AC Milan. AS Roma coming up against AC Milan.
At
Stadio Olimpico.
Inform AC Milan will surely win this match.
Why? Why do you think
because
so?
They are in their superb form. They are leading the table. They've not lost a match. Their worst is what? Draw. That's one draw.
AC Milan this season?
Yes, they've not lost a match. They've only drawn one match. So they are at the topmost form. I think they will surely score a Roma.
Okay. But the beginning of the season, we realized that AS Roma was doing so well. So what happened?
I wouldn't say maybe it's because of the coach or someone. I'll just blame it to the entire team. Because if you meet Inter, who are in their topmost form, they'll surely score you. If you compare player by player with Roma and Inter are better than Roma. If you should compare player by player, Roma and AC Milan, they are co-equals.
Okay.
But right now, the form of AC Milan is superb.
Okay.
So I think they are surely going to win.
Okay. Now let's take a look at Napoli. Napoli coming up against Salernitana.
Oh, this one is
it's a mismatch, right? A done deal for Napoli. You're really sure?
Yeah.
Now let's take a look at the Spanish La Liga. Will Barca bounce back against Deportivo Alaves after losing 2-1 to Real Madrid in the El Clasico?
It's going to be a difficult game.
Barcelona are playing at home to Alaves.
Yeah, they are playing at home. Of late, Barcelona are not playing well. Seriously.
But coming up against Alaves is not a big match that can give a big team that can give Barcelona a tough match. So what do you think?
It's not a big match, but the quality of Barcelona against the quality of Alaves, that's what is the problem right now.
Okay.
You've lost Messi to PSG.
Okay.
Now who is your key player? Ansu Fati.
Ansu Fati will miss this match.
Will miss this match?
Yes.
So if he misses this match, who is coming for him?
We have the likes of Coutinho. We have the likes of Memphis Depay, Luke de Jong. And
Coutinho has lost
now the
form.
addition of Sergio Aguero, who scored in the El Clasico.
Sergio Aguero is now picking gradually. I don't expect Koeman to start him because Sergio Aguero, as we all know, is an injury-prone player.
Okay.
So if he's now starting to play, bench him and start introducing him gradually. Let's say 10 minutes, 15 minutes till he recovers fully.
But Barca need results. So should you?
They will need the results. The player that I can count on for you to get the results is Gavi. If Gavi is on top of his ball, you are going to win this match.
Gavi is not a scorer.
He's not a scorer, but he's a playmaker.
Yes.
If you are playing football and you have a quality playmaker, you've already won the match by 80%. Let me tell you, during the era of David Silva at Man City, he wasn't scoring enough goals, but he was their playmaker.
Yes.
So they were scoring.
Sure.
The same thing applies to Gavi. If he gets his rhythm very well, I think.
All right. So away from Barcelona, Deportivo Alaves, then we have Elche coming up against Real Madrid. Will they continue their scoring streak?
Definitely. Vinicius, extraordinary. Benzema, perfect. So I think they are going to score them because they are coming in with the game they won during the weekend.
Yeah. The news coming up is Carlo Ancelotti is likely to bench Vinicius Jr. and plays Eden Hazard, as well as benching Karim Benzema in place of Luka Jovic. So will these two guys already add?
Vinicius Jr. is currently doing well, and such a player, he's very young.
Yes.
You shouldn't be exhausting them.
Okay.
You should arrest them for the big matches because he's still young. So if benching Vinicius and bringing Hazard. Hazard can fit in the shoes of what? Vinicius. And benching Benzema too is good. But I don't think Benzema will be subbed, like, let's say, will bench for the whole 90 minutes. You come and have a part of a share. Yes. Yeah, so Madrid will surely win.
Now, the big match coming up in La Liga, we have Valencia coming up against Villarreal.
Valencia yesterday had 3-3. They played with Cadiz.
That is Villarreal.
They were 3 goals down, and they later came to what? Equalize. So Villarreal too, they are on top of them all. I'll go in for Villarreal win.
And I think Valencia have not been on their top.
I'm going for Villarreal. Villarreal are doing marvelously well. With Unai Emery, marvelously well. Really? They are back, they are forward, their attacking is very good.
It's very superb.
I like their style of play.
So you believe Villarreal is going to win against Valencia?
Definitely.
So Villarreal is winning against Valencia? Away from home?
Away from home.
Okay. Thank you very much, viewers. This program is actually brought to you by NICS IT Limited, the leading top technological firm we have in Ghana and Ashanti region. Then we have the services they render. We have mobile app development. We have website development. You need your business to be actually marketed on top of the internet. Link up to NICS IT Limited on 0506 211264. Locate NICS IT Limited in Kumasi Airport Roundabout, near Glory Oil Filling Station. Thank you very much for making time with us. Just subscribe to this channel by clicking the notification bell. See you next time. Bye.